Spell Snare and Spell Pierce. So a lot of recent standard cards you can see in this list. It's kind of funny.
And here we are. We're here. So on the right, you've got John Pham with his Bant deck.
Right.
And
see, he looks like he's playing Mythic if you if you just glance and don't see the lands.
Where's the Eldrazi conscription?
Right.
It's interesting because we saw the new Horizons deck kind of take off. You know, which has like Terravore and stuff like that. And John Pham's like, nope, not going to do that. Just going to play Bant. And yeah, all these are recent creatures, which just goes to show you.
Power creep with creatures.
Creatures are very good right now, and spells aren't as good as they used to be. So you get all your powerful spells. You have Swords, Brainstorm, Force of Will, right? Anyway, so we've got this, and then on the other side, you see him on the camera
Hetrick,
right there
just
for a
there
second.
on camera.
Is Merfolk. Pretty stock list. I mean, he's got some main deck Spell Pierces. Maybe some people don't have those. Other than that, it looks pretty normal to me. You got, Standstill, Aether Vial Days. Out of the sideboard, though, he's got Stoneforge Mystic, which can go find Sword of Fire and Ice and Umezawa's Jitte, and Sword of Light and Shadow. I think I've seen that before, but it's still kind of a cool little innovation. He's got some Tormod's Crypts. And remember, this is post-sideboarded, so these guys will have their boards in if they want them. John Pham, on the other hand, probably has his Jittes in for sure, and his Stoneforge Mystics. He's got kind of a cool sideboard. He's got Gaia's Blessing, Wheel of Sun and Moon, Bajuka Bog, and Tormod's Crypt. So he has a lot of different options for dealing with decks like Dredge.
So
let's see, where are we at? So it looks like Pham is at 15 and Hetrick's at 12. And
Hetrick just forced. It looks like he was forcing a plow. Not sure where that plow was pointing, but I would
probably
assume.
Not the Quasali Pride Mage.
Yeah, probably not his Quasali Pride Mage.
And look at John have a triple Force of Wills in John's hand right now.
Oh my god!
He's just sitting on it, like.
Yeah.
Maybe these will be useful someday.
The moment he's only got access to 4 mana, so he can't hard counter, so he's going to have to lose one to use one.
Well, he does have Noble Hierarch in play, but since
no, that's what I'm saying. He's only got access to 4 mana.
His planes was tapped, so he can't hardcast it.
Yeah,
but he can still hardcast ones in the future. And so he counters that, and the Pride Mage comes in, Wasteland down the Mutable.
Yeah,
suddenly that Merfolk deck is looking pretty sparse. He's got a Silvergill Adept on the battlefield.
And 3 lands.
And there's a Coral Helmet Commander, a great new addition to the
deck. I love that card. And if I were playing Merfolk, I'd really love that card. But unfortunately, I've only seen that on the other side of the board. In most cases, haven't actually played with it, but I think it's such a great card.
Yeah, it really is powerful.
And yeah, I mean, like you said, it's funny how power creep has really applied to creatures, and spells used to be more powerful. So in a format like Legacy that includes both, you just go with, I'm going to play the most powerful spells, which mostly were from the distant past, and the most powerful creatures, which mostly are going to be from the recent past.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be some decks where you'll see things like, tribal-based synergies, which obviously don't exist in current days. Like, I mean, you have Goblin Pile Driver, Goblin War Chief, right? But even then, that's relatively recent. The Knight's deck, right? But even then, that's relatively recent, Like, I mean, Onslaught, when you compare it to cards like Swords to Plowshares, right? I mean, much older. And, that's how the game developed. I mean, the spells are very good when the game first was introduced, so. There's a shot of Pham right there, rocking the AC/DC shirt. So in comes the Pride Mage, taking Hetrick down to 6, or no, even 5 because of the Noble Hierarch.
Double Exalted Trigger.
And this is a tight game. This is game 3. They must have finished one of the games while we were busy getting this set up. So this is it. This is match right here.
Yeah, you're right. This is game 3. Didn't realize when we were given the info, it was a 1-0 lead on Pham's side of things. Pham points a plow at the leveler.
Yep, which is it's good to get it off the battlefield. Obviously, of course, part of the problem is he's going to gain the life from it, which is so important in a race like this.
Yeah, so it looks like he just gained 4.
Can I have Team Hugh Sperling and Elder Weathersby to the main event stage? We're going to get the 2 Giants started. Hugh Sperling. And Elder Weathersby to the main event stage.
So he's got a Wasteland there. He's decided not to crack, but he has Mutavault and Silvergill Adept on offense, and John Pham is sitting at a paltry 3 life, trying to keep this game together. Every play here is going to be crucial.
A lot of people asking for Chapin's affinity list. It's really not that much different from the list from last week. Let's see who played. I already forgot.
Yeah. If you want to see Chapin's Affinity deck, just go look at the one that made top 8 last week, and it's very, very similar.
Oops.
Brian Kibler just tweeted apparently that that he's dropped out of this event, and now he's in the second draft open. So it's great. The second draft open fires a little later than the other one, so that people who haven't done as great in the Legacy event can play in another event. Just all kinds of options here at the Star City Games Open. So Hetrick's got plenty of lands over there in Merfolk. He's going to serve in, I presume. Just sitting on days. Taps 3, and that days is going to do its job. And he concedes. He packs it in.
So I just missed who I was tweeting. What happened?
Michael Hetrick had the days for John Pham's Medallion Click.
Oh, okay. So Hetrick took the match.
Hetrick ends up taking the match.